And we are back. Raiders franchise. In the last episode, we won against the Jaguars, where we won 32-27 to improve to 8-1 on the year. And then we went for the bye week off camera. I promise you, I did nothing. Here, I'll even go ahead and show off the Raiders transactions, just so you can believe me. Right there, see? Nothing. But in this episode, we're going to be playing the 6-4 Tennessee Titans. We're going to go ahead and go for our OTAs, which we're going to go ahead and just say get up to speed quickly. I don't know why they keep showing these off. I think it's fair to do it, maybe once in the preseason, once in the regular season, but the answer is always going to be the same. So I'm not changing it. All right. Injuries. We are going to be without Colton Miller and Jackson Powers Johnson. How in the world did he get injured again? Jackson Powers Johnson. He came back. You saw the H, and he's going to be out for at least this game. Our O line just cannot stay healthy, as these two players have been injured a whole season pretty much. We'll see if we're able to get the win. Obviously, those injuries are going to be huge. Carlos Santos and Max Figpen. I mean, they're starters at this point. But this is the team. All the other guys. Sergio O, who was injured in the last episode, he is now back and healthy. And yeah, without any more delay, going to go ahead. Oh, actually, I lied. We're going to look at the mock draft, where we are picking 32nd. Peter Paxton, a center. Probably not going to go O-line. Maybe we should at this point with all the injuries. Chargers also still 8-1, so this is a crazy battle between us and them for this division. As you can see, the next best team is the Steelers at 6-3. We do have the tiebreaker. We did beat the Chargers earlier in the season, but obviously that does not matter because they're right there. We still have another game to go. They beat us that game. That very well could decide the division and the 1 seed. I mean, this little rivalry between us two this year is insane. But without any more delay, we're going to hop into this game. Obviously, not that big of a revenge game anymore. Will Levis now the quarterback for the Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes dealing with injury. Levis did obviously sweep the Titans last year, one in the regular season, one in the playoffs. In our route to a Super Bowl, unfortunately, we didn't win the Super Bowl. Off to a pretty good start so far this year, though. We'll see if we're actually able to win, though. Josh Leva, the tight end, able to get 12 yards and a first down. And Cam Ward gets sacked by Jared Frazier, 3rd and 12. They're not going to get there. Probably going to punt. Ooh, the Commanders have a good record at 8-2. Able to beat the Browns 24-21 in a close one. We get the ball at the 1-yard line. Able to rush for 7 on our first play. Ball by 13 yards to Jack Besh in a first down. Genty for 6 yards. 7 for Rashad Jackson in the first. 9 for Demario Douglas. 4 yards for Jackson in the first down. Bowers for 6, then a sack. Then Bowers for 12 and a first down. Aiden Hutchinson is on the Titans. And Chandler Porter gets a sack, 3rd and 16. And we're unfortunately going to have to punt this ball away. Pins him at the 7-yard line. Chiefs, by the way. Patrick Mahomes is finally back. They get their first win in a long time. Started the season 3-1, won on a 6-game losing streak. Will Levis not able to help them out at all. 7 yards there for De'Ami Brown. Oh, we're in a new quarter. I wanted to see the play before, but failure. Oh, did the field change as well? The field looks good now. Penalty on Rashid Walker, the left tackle. Cowboys, who were 5-1 at one point, or 5-0, excuse me, have dropped to 6-4. So they've been on a 4-game losing streak, finally getting a win again against the Eagles. 12 yards to De'Ami Brown. They're in the red zone. They've been moving the football with De'Ami Brown and Chimere DK. We'll see if they're able to get a touchdown or if this drive will stall to, turnover or a field goal. As a 5-yard pickup there from Marco Cabrera, the running back. Now Cam Ward alone in shotgun on 2nd and 5. Need to get inside the 5, about a little less than the 4.5 for a first down. Clock dipping down. Cabrera gets the run to the edge. One man to beat, and Ronnie Hickman able to make a great tackle there. Brings up 3rd and 3 now at the 8. Hickman, if he doesn't make that tackle, he's going to book the first down and a touchdown. So good tackle by him there. And that's going to be a touchdown for Chimere DK. Looks like Kyle Hamilton, the one on the coverage. And the Titans are going to strike first with a touchdown. Extra point is good. 7-0 Titans lead. And we're going the wrong direction. Just keep on going back, guys. It's fine. 57-yard punt. Good return by Ray McLeod. 8 yards there from Marco Cabrera. All by an incomplete pass. 3rd and 2. They get it with De'Ami Brown. And a first down. Jared Frazier with a 3-yard sack. Cabrera with a 7-yard pickup. 3rd and medium. They don't get it in 4th down. What do? You're going to punt it. And that's only 35-yard punt. Chargers currently leading 20-7 over the Saints. That's not good. We pick up the first down with Genty. Our 2-minute warning, so we're going to go ahead and hop into slow motion for the rest of the half. That's complete to Bowers, able to get out of bounds after a pickup of 7. Rashad Jackson has time. Gonna scramble for it. He's got the first down, slides at the 47-yard line. Moving to the line now. Plenty of time and 3 timeouts. I don't know what the big hurry is. The last thing we want is to score and give them plenty of time to work with. Jackson able to throw that ball away. Was outside the tackle box, but Genty was also in the area. Did take a hit though. Look at their D-line. They have 3 X factors. That is crazy. 3-yard check down to Genty there, 3rd and 7. They also have a guy in the secondary with a star. Multiple of them. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. Nearly intercepted. Whew. And this punt's going to go into the back of the end zone. Titans get the ball at the 20 with a minute 16 and 3 timeouts of their own. We started with ball, so the Titans get the ball to start second half. They have a great chance to go up 14-0, potentially 21-0. And that is a good run from Marco Cabrera to kickstart this drive. Excuse me. Timeout Titans, by the way, they're first with a minute 10 remaining. And down he goes. Max Crosby able to get back there immediately. And the Titans are chewing the clock. Smart move by them. Looking to throw again. And there's pressure. And down he goes. Eddie Kirkland and Max Crosby combining. We already took a timeout. Sweet. That's what I was actually hopping in to do, was take a timeout. But game realized. 3rd and 21, I would just run the ball here if I'm them. And they do with Cabrera. And we get a stop with 21 seconds left. They're going to punt us the ball. We'll see if we're able to do anything. "15 seconds, we're at the 19-yard line. I think it's literally just run the ball with Genty, see if anything develops. Maybe we can get in the Hail Mary range, but I think a field goal is going to be Pretty tough. Well, hold on, maybe not. There is a path. We're able to get this ball out of bounds. It would be a long field goal. We're looking at about the 40-yard line. And absolutely sails that ball. Are we for real? Ball hits the ground with 1 second. Rashad Jackson, those are just throws you've got to make. I mean, that's unbelievable. And with this ferocious D line, I don't know if we're going to be able to get enough time to get the ball all the way down there. Step into it. It's going to be short, but who knows? A lucky bounce. Nope. All right, well, we're going into halftime. It's a pretty low scoring game, 7-0 battle of the defenses. We'll see who's able to prevail. Titans getting the ball to start second half with a chance to blow this game open for them. And this is going to be a deep ball with Zaire Clements, who's having a great sophomore season. 24-16, they went over the Buccaneers. 7-3. I want to say they were really bad the first year. Able to turn it around. It looks like, though. Ravens, Patriots, two teams right around that 500 mark. Could get some potential ground in a playoff push. It's going to be Lamar Jackson airing it to the end zone. Double coverage. He goes up and gets it. 17-13. The Patriots win in that nail biter. Patriots improve, or Ravens 5-5, Patriots 5-6, Cowboys 5-4, Eagles 3-7. We already know how this one ended. It's gonna be Dak Prescott looking, rolling out. Is he gonna take it himself? He is. No one in front. Oh, there is. He makes the man miss. He gets in. 24-20. Cowboys move to 6-4. Eagles fall to 3-8 with their playoff hopes probably all but done for. And looking at the half, well, the Chargers are leading 20-14, so definitely not ideal for us. The lone touchdown coming from a Cam Ward to Shimmery DK connection in the end zone for 8 yards. And he hit the gritty there. Very lackluster game for us so far. 8 for 18. Their defense is just containing us. That's all there really is to say. We've got to find ways to get this ball moving. All right? I get it, you're a rookie. This is a very good defense. 14 yards, by the way, for Josh Levia. Then a penalty by De'Ami Brown. But that doesn't matter, right? At the end of the day, this is a football game that, we need to win. We can probably drop one game that isn't to the Chargers. 20 yards to Brock Bowers. That's all I'm comfortable with. Right? It's dropping one game and it's not to the Chargers. As long as it's not to the Chargers, just fine. And we're going to have to punt. Pinned at the 4-yard line. They get 6 yards their first play. Matt Royster with an interception. First and goal. That's huge. That works too. All right. Defense gets this stop. Turnover puts us at the 2-yard line. If we fail to score from the 2-yard line, well, I don't really know what to say. Genty gets tackled for potentially a loss. Very close. That's a very scary defensive line, but I'd just keep hammering that ball with the Genty, and it works for a touchdown, 2 yards. 21-13, Bears went over to Jaguars. Jaguars have fallen off a cliff lately. Tied at 7. How we'll see how the Titans respond after that costly Cam Ward interception that leads to points. Jason Biddle, the rookie, with a sack. And then penalty on Matt Royster. You know what? That's fine. You got us the interception to put us in a good spot. You can commit a stupid penalty. At the 25-yard line, 6 yards, gets him into red zone. We're going to go ahead and hop into slow motion. for the remainder of this Titans drive. See if and what kind of points this drive ends in. It's going to be a play action by Ward. Check down, and that's going to be complete, but not very beneficial. A loss of one. 3rd and 5. Raiders bring pressure. Throws a crossbody, and it's incomplete. Tried to hit DK, but Darian Porter able to break that one up. They're going to take the field goal try, about 36-yard attempt. Looks like we played cautious. I don't blame us. No need to try and commit to a balk. 10-7, Titans lead. Do we have another comeback in us? Six yards for Genty. 5 yards. Make that a first down. 21 to the Bowers to end the quarter. So entering quarter number 4. We're in field goal range, not by a lot, facing a 3rd and long. But we get it with Besh. I know we're in the red zone, but I'm hopping into slow-mo. Good run by Genty. He gets tackled forward for a first down. First down now at the 14. And Genty, or excuse me, that's Jerome Ford down to the 2-yard line. We love a little Jerome Ford action. And he's still out there, 1st and goal at the 2. We go back to him, he's going to get tackled for no gain. Thankfully got back to the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was going to lose about a yard or 2. It is now Ezekiel Alford out there, the rookie. I want to say he's like a 5th round pick. We go pass, and we're going to throw, and that's going to be caught by Demario Douglas for the touchdown. And we're going to take the lead with a little over 12 to go in the 4th. 14-10. Four-yard rush for Cabrera to start the drive. They're already facing 3rd and medium. 20 yards for De'Ami Brown. That's how you get out of that situation. 3rd and medium again after 2 lackluster plays. 21 yards for DK. I need to stop mentioning these 3rds and mediums because they're just picking 20 yards up on the play. Rasheed Walker injured on that incomplete pass. Loses yards. 3rd and long. We'll see what they can do here. 4th down. We're going to go ahead and hop into slow-mo for just this one play. Potentially. Okay, they're kicking the field goal. That's why. Wanted to see if they would go for to kick the field goal. They ultimately think there's still enough time. They trust their defense. Granted, this is an 8-point game, or excuse me, a 1-point game. A touchdown would make it an 8-point game for the Raiders, which is still one score. Saints lead 21-20 over the Chargers. They're making that comeback. They've clawed their way back. We love to see it. Penalty on Zaven Collins is going to be a 15-yarder. Then Chandler Porter gets a sack. 2nd and 13. 3rd and 13. And that's just depressing. We get that big penalty with a little over 6 minutes to go. Titans only needing 1 point could come in the way of a field goal, touchdown, safety, plenty of halves. 13 yards to De'Ami Brown. 17 yards to De'Ami Brown. We're going to go ahead and hop into slow-mo for the rest of this game. 4 minutes to play. 1 point separates them. Titans have the ball, looking to get a go-ahead score of any kind would do it. Kyle Hamilton with a great tackle in the backfield. Loss of 4. That's huge because that probably knocks them out of field goal range. Would have been a long field goal anyway, about 60 yards. Now we're looking a bit longer. I don't know if they got that. And Cam Ward able to get it away. And there's an injury timeout. Is that Rasheed Walker again? We're not getting a name. It is Rasheed Walker. So he was able to come back in and then re-injures himself. 3rd and 11 at the 44. Ward has time. Running out though. And incomplete, out of bounds. And this is a long field goal. They're going to punt. I don't know if I agree with this. Unless you're faking it, you're not. Good punt though, out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Raiders need to survive for 3 minutes and 9 seconds, and they have the ball. They could potentially just milk the time, close this one out, and who better to try and rely on than arguably the best running back in the league. Definitely was last year, having a bit of a down year. Ashton Genty only gets a yard there. Raiders are chewing clock as Jackson completes down to the 30-yard line. Brock Bowers first down. Titans take their first timeout. This is probably their drive. We need to make sure they don't get a first down here if I'm the Titans. And 5 yards for Genty is not going to help it. Got wrapped up pretty early, was able to keep going, breaking free. Jackson alone in shotgun. This is a risky play here. And it is going to be a pass. And it's going to be complete to Besh. First down, timeout. To the 38-yard line. Raiders are in field goal range. And a first down officially ends this game. And Genty is he's gonna end it. And he's still on his feet. Down to the 16-yard line. That's the game. And Ashton Genty able to rip off a big run at the end. Able to seal the deal for the Raiders. And we call run play just to be safe. Burn those extra few seconds off. We're going to exit out. Okay, never mind. It's going to chew the clock. I was about to say, I don't want to kick a field goal and be jerk-like the CPU kind of used to do. But it didn't, so it's fine. 14-13. We win this one. Absolute nail-biter. Able to force the stop. Knock him out of field goal range. They elect not to try the long field goal. And ultimately, that could be the downfall. Todd Jackson, hey, he turned it around. Started 8 for 18, 17 for 30 to end it. 174 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Kept it a clean game. We like to see that. Genty, with his little final efforts at the end, got him 100 yards, 19 for 107, and a touchdown, 5.5 yard average. Jerome Ford, love to see him getting involved as well. Bowers led the way, 7 for 90. Besh 3 for 51, Ford 2 for 10, Douglas 2 for 11, and the lone touchdown. Genty 2 for 5, 4 and 1 for 7. Blocking 2 sacks for Carlos Santos, 1 for Jairus. Jose Wallace and Charles Grant. I just tried to combine their name. Total tackles 13 for Royster, 12 for Isaac Ford. 2 tackles for Ross Antonio Johnson, Max Crosby. 1 for Max Crosby, Jason Biddle, and Jared Frazier in the sack department. Obviously, Matt Royster with the interception. Didn't have to attempt a field goal, punting. 50-yard average. Great game by the defense. 13 points allowed. Somehow able to win that one. Hopefully, the Saints were able to hold on in their game with that, late comeback, and they don't. Unfortunately, the Chargers are able to get the win, which week 14 is when we play them. Herbert wins player of the week in the A offense. 5 total touchdowns, 2 passing, 3 rushing. Royster, 13 tackles and an interception. So we improved to 9-1 on the year. How good are the Panthers? Are the Panthers a good team? No. Okay, so we're probably just gonna advance this game. Hopefully we can win. And then stop there for the time being. What a battle between Kenneth Walker and Ashton. I want to say Kenneth Walker in the 1 year where Genty did really well. Obviously wasn't last year. Or maybe it was and he got injured midway through, but there was definitely a year where Kenneth Walker was like right there with Ashton Genty, and an injury played him, and it was a really good battle. I could be wrong, might not have been him, but no, we're gonna advance. Can we get the win over the Falcons? The only game we've lost so far is a simulation, and we win this one. We've yet to, by the way, win a game we've watched by more than one score. The only two we have are the Falcons and the Buccaneers, which we both simulated. We do have our focus player to do. We're going to go ahead and do that this episode because if not, I'm probably going to forget. There are two positions that immediately like I want to target. Wide receiver, which I think we'll be fine on because that is our national focus. So I'm hoping we'll be able to scout all these guys. And then cornerback, which I'm hoping if we're able to target these kind of late round guys, maybe this round 2 through 3 guy, and then these two, get to some man, a zone. Could also potentially go early here. Bradley Chapman, go for the slot archetype. Or there is a slot right here, actually. What am I doing? You could do this guy. Round 3 through 4, maybe it's like a good player late on. Who knows? Those are the three we're going to go with. I don't necessarily know if drafting a corner is going to be worth it, though. Maybe if we're able to sign a guy. But yeah. But that is going to do it. We end up winning our game against the Falcons. I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. Ooh, the Chargers do lose. So this week 14 game against the Chargers, which we'll probably do next episode because we're going to go ahead and I think simulate this Panthers game. If we're able to win that one, we should be in a really good spot. We'd have the tiebreaker, potential 2 game advantage depending on what happens this week. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed.